December revolt. This is it, kids. And I am just thrilled about this whole thing. If I could get this, oh, now I've got it in sync. I'm Linda Paul, former city council member, loved being on the council, but also love civilian work. It is wonderful to be here. I appreciate the city of Moscow for doing this, and most especially, I appreciate Oliva Learman, the intern for the Moscow Parks and Recreation Department. Yay, Oliva, little applause there. And Greg Morrison from the Parks and Recreation Department, the game and sports and marvelous guy from there who organizes it all and helped get it all together today. Yay, Greg! Now, without whom we would not be here, it is the pleasure of the city of Moscow. Mayor Cheney is with us today. Council members Wayne Krause, president of the council, and Walter Steed, who didn't RSVP, Walter, but Sue Scott, and who am I forgetting? Oh, Tim Brown didn't show either. Okay, there are a couple of people who weren't able to come, who did RSVP. Tom Lamar is out of town, as is Dan Carscallon. But thank you, Wayne and Sue and Walter, for being here with us, and we'll hear more from you later. But right now, the first item of business is Stuart Scott, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Stu?
Thank you, Linda. How's that? Is that coming through? Okay, great. It's a great day to be in Moscow. And I see that we have some grandparents with some young people. And so I wanted just to share with you. The pledge originated in 1892. It was written by Francis Bellamy, a Baptist minister. And the original form of the pledge said only, "I pledge allegiance to my flag and the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all." In 1923, we added the reference to the flag of the United States, and in 1954, President Eisenhower added the reference to "under God." And there's some of us here, I'm afraid, myself among them, that can remember learning the pledge in grammar school without "under God" and then having to remember where it went in. Grandparents and people that have young children, the proper way to participate in the Pledge of Allegiance is specified in federal codes, and that is hand over heart. If you have non-religious headgear, remove it. Hold it in your left hand. You should face the flag. If you happen to be in the military or a veteran out of uniform, you may render a military salute during the pledge instead. Please join me in pledging allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. It's a great day to be in Moscow.
It is really a pleasure to be here. When I think about the, when I think about the 4th of July, I can't think of anything but the national anthem. And Sue Scott and friends will be leading us in singing the national anthem.
And this is a very large quartet of art shoppers from Moscow and Poland. Scott, Joyce Frankie, and Betty Bear, who are all singing lead, Mark Bear, who's singing bass, Sarah Lanier, who's singing tenor, and I'm singing baritone. But you all can sing the melody.
4th of July would be worth its salt without a few messages from politicians. Yes, the politicians are really part of what we celebrate today. We were so glad that 235 years ago there were enough people who cared about the future of this land that they